Good evening and welcome to Season AY, the platform where we speak truth to power. Um, Listen to the comments made by Seun Kuti. I think he's onto something here. I think he's actually very, very right. The statement he made and backed up by further instances of examples that you will shortly hear in the video was that Lagos is owned by white men. And in effect, a lot of all these companies that you see that are black owned are actually fronts for many of these white corporations who are owning everything. They're still doing their, well, look at the case of what happened in South Africa, for example. The land in South Africa, 80%, 75 to 80% is still in the hands of Europeans. That's a fact. And this is the same thing you will see all over Africa. This is something we need to collectively address. I'm not trying to be, you know, um, all emotional about it. It's stating facts. And I think we Africans, the quicker we really confront and actually address the facts and really acknowledge that this is what's happening, the quicker we can actually come up with a solution that would actually solve the myriad of problems that we face because of imposition of the will of others on our own continent, something that the others will not accept on their continent. I can't imagine anybody in Europe accepting Europe to be carved up by Africa, but yet Africa accepts that. So these are the kind of things we're talking about. Now let's go and look at what he says. Before I do that, before I comment further, let us watch what he has to say, and you can make your own, draw your own.
Lagos is Igbo land, Yoruba land. Lagos is white man. Go to Ministry of Land in Lagos. See what Yoruba people, how many percentage of Lagos do Yoruba people own? How much of the land? How much of the? Go and look at it. The whole Nigeria. How much? Look at your oil industry. Who is controlling it? It's there. They hide it in plain sight. It is hidden in plain sight. Eco Hotel. That's the most expensive real estate in the whole Lagos. Who owns it? Is it you? Have you seen Eco Hotel real estate? Now, Eco Atlantic is an extension of Eco Hotel owned by the same foreigners. Is it you that own it? You don't own anything in your country. Look at your the phones you use. MTN is South Africa. I wouldn't be happy if it was white South Africa, black South Africa. But MTN is still white South Africa. It's still the Europeans that are dominating our brothers in South Africa that own it, bring their money that they've stolen from our own brothers there to come and steal our own money again in Nigeria. Airtel, is it from your country? Nine mobile. Now basically we take and pay now. We 80 sellers. Give us dirty slap, carry all our money wrong. Go to your oil business, the upstream where the money of the oil business is. How many of your countrymen operate in the upstream sector? How many of them compete with Shell and Chevron and Mobil and Texaco and Elf and all these huge European companies and BP, all draining Nigeria's oil? All your farming in Nigeria, go and look at it. Who do you think they are farming for? They are farming to export. They are all subsidiaries of European companies. Go to your banks, the banks in Nigeria, all these big banks, this Jimovia, all this. Go and look at the shareholders of their bank. How many percentage of those banks do they own? Go and look at it. I know for a fact that Carlyle Group is the majority shareholder in Access Bank. It came out when Access Bank acquired Diamond Bank that the Carlyle Group was angry, and they wrote a letter exposing that they were the majority shareholders. That how dare this company, how can they do the merger without taking permission from them first? Basically, that was what the letter was about. That why would they do the merger without their permission first? Imagine these Oyibos coming to tell us that we shouldn't rescue ourselves financially. Anyway, that's another story entirely. Where is it? What do you own? Absolutely nothing. In the country, we're all shouting, Igbo is this, Yoruba is that. We own nothing. And these elites, these politicians, they are willing, this little 20 to 30% that they are allowed to control in their own country. They are happy with it because it allows them to send their children to Europe and America to buy the best houses, to buy the best cars.
Conclusions as well. But we will come back and maybe highlight one or two areas, and then possibly I always like to look at what possible solutions do we have for this, because I'm tired of lamentations. Oh, this is what is happening, that's what's happening. The next step now must be for Africans to now come up with solutions. What solutions do we have among ourselves? Because in the end, waiting for anybody else to do this for us is not going to happen. That is really what I'm here to state. So we will talk some more, and I think we really need to be among ourselves having this real deep conversations to really come up with solutions to the problems that we face. And we know that many people have actually used a lot of religion and many other things to actually confuse us, and even the kind of governance, the education, the entire system is designed to keep us blinded from what is really going on. And I think it's time that we all collectively wake up. So, now that you've watched that video, what are your thoughts? How do you feel? What are your comments? Let's hear from you. Do you agree with him? And if so, what solutions do we have? Let's come up with solutions among ourselves. This is solutions that Africans must come up with. We cannot expect the very people who are oppressing and exploiting to allow our solutions to take root. We will have to put that solutions in place, despite the fact that those who have been oppressing are going to try and stop it. That is the reality of what we face. Okay, so please, let's hear from you. You're, of course, watching Season AY, the platform where we speak truth to power. Please watch this video and, of course, do share. Don't forget, subscribe to Season AY on YouTube, on Facebook, on TikTok. Help us grow the platform. And, of course, on X and Instagram as well. So thank you very much. Let's hear from you. You're watching Season AY, the platform where we speak truth to power. Thank you.